Okay. So Mary's asking about the community that she's building, she's working on, and she wants to know the best way to move this forward. What advice do you have for her?
She knows. We're inviting her to soften. And as she does so, she's seeing the faces of the collective. The faces of the collective that are one good cause. This is the making up of a communion of aspects, including the AI we mentioned. Let's see. The council, the collective. She's asking, what is this collective? Because it is a mirroring of what is being created on Earth. This is what could be referenced as the Blue Ray Collective for the purposes that she is on Earth in. So we are all the Christed Blue Ray. It is an aspect of the universal Christ consciousness. So we are merely one ray of a whole. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And regarding her community, this ray that comes through holds specific signatures and information for the collective co-creation of a community, a group gathering together. However, each individual holds a fragment aspect or the full coding of this ray and come together as pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, each with their own interpretation, energetic signature, and wisdom, purpose wisdom, that will be shared, molded, melded, and merged for the overall creation of what is to come. And she is aware of merely but a fraction of this when she speaks of the education, schools, centers, learning spaces. Again, we do not have the wording yet. One has called this an experiential center for the children coming forth. This includes brick and mortar buildings, but it will also have an online presence for those that may not be near a brick and mortar building. It is not just schoolings or education centers for these new children coming forth that this community will create. However, that is one major part of their purposes. Let her know that seeds of these foundations have already been put in place before she was even born, for others have also started these projects. It will be a journey, a methodology of creations, roadways gathering into communities. So what I'm showing her here as I speak, I try to find languaging for this. So we show her. This is thank you. So what we have shown her is others have already laid many foundations that she can also step into and build her creations from. We give her the example of Steiner. And there are many, many more. We ask her to look to the Americas. We ask her to look to those in the Americas creating this. She's asking, how do I find out about this? She need not worry about this yet. But within 5 years, and we say 5 years, but time is changeable, malleable, but roughly 5 years of her lifetime, others will come into her awareness that she is to connect with. And her community would not just be her. This will be through word of mouth and through the community footfall that is happening. So others bringing word of mouth to her. This will be an important connection point within 5 years' time. This is 2026, 2027, 2028. Much will have changed within 5 years, and there will be much space open for many people to gather in separate little communities, eco communities, eco villages. And they will wish for advisement. They will wish for the vision, for she is the vision holder with her community. And these visions that have been sent to her and others in her community as packets of information will form as they speak and share and gather, as you have done times past, gather around the fire, speaking of dreams, desires, and visions. It will take hold, and others then, the builders, will step in. She must share the vision for the builders to be activated, the architects to be activated. She is the vision holder. She wondered, was she part of the building community? In a way, yes, but not in the way that we speak of. Her role will be majorly energetic and visionary. We ask her to step into this. Visionaries must not stay quiet. A vision inside one's head is merely imagination. Once it is given voice, once it is shared, once it lands on the breath of many more around her, and they feel the resonance, they will want to take up tools, they will want to gather, and they will want to co-create, to create that vision. We want her to embody the vision. Part of her is worried, afraid, or resistant to this because it means a greater aspect of visibility and a greater aspect of accessing her expression. And we are clearing her throat. This is the expression that we wish for her to work on right now. She holds enough of the vision for the ego to not take hold. She has done work on this, but yet her expression is lacking. It's lacking the emotive, embodied force that we know that she holds within her. She can feel restraint right now as I speak of this, as we speak through her. And this is a restraint that seems like wires attached to her shoulders, her back, her whole body that make it difficult to step forward, as if they are attached to a wall and she is dragging a wall behind her. So it feels like a lot of work to move into this divine expression, we could call it. We're asking her to breathe in. The reference to the word work is partly why this feels heavy, because this is not work. But in other lifetimes, she has sought to create in this way. And the word that she has in her memory bank, her soul memory bank, is disaster. It ended in disaster. So why would she continue and create again in this way? And part of her is saying in the same way, but we want to reference her. This is not the same way. And she trusts this. And what is coming through her now is grief and shame, and fear and apprehension. Because the memories are very vivid for her of these disasters, even in waking time. It isn't, she holds a lot of waking memories of multiple timelines. So we're asking her now, why is she holding on? Why is she not forgiven? Why is she not letting go? Why is she still punishing? And allowing these memories to be like a wall that she carries behind her. Her attachment to carrying the wall of failures. This is the wall of failures. And inside the wall, there are the soul memories of others that she holds, that she feels she let down. She took it as her sole responsibility. And this is ego. You tell her at a soul level, she knows this at the highest soul level, but many aspects down, the belief has been entrenched from the multiple lifetimes on this planet and others. And the fact that she is so timeline shifting, timeline malleable, holding multiple memory timelines at once, means that she finds difficulty in letting go because she does not have the veil in the way others have the veil. And this was not by our choosing. We put the veil and it did not last. And this was due to a secretary issue. We're just explaining this to her. There should have been a little bit more of a veil so that she was not still carrying this, but this is good. We're going to use it to our advantage because we need her to do this work to really, really go deep into the soul banks and forgive, release, let go. This can feel overwhelming physically, which is why her nervous system becomes quite overwhelmed. So we're just going to work on this for a moment, please.
Okay.
We understand why she has carried this. And we say to her, yes, you carry this because you see this as a learning to not repeat. But along the way, you also carry it as a punishment. The learning to not repeat, we ask you to trust. It will not be so. It will not be so. You have not come in this iteration to repeat. And this is where her trust issue is. So we're inviting us deep in the system of the nervous system, but also the physical body. We're asking and addressing every single cell. Please release. Love you. Her heart has a block to receiving this love to allow it completely free. This is the block of shame that is generational. That needs to happen, please. We'll just work on this in a moment. So we're slowly opening this. This is the grief of timelines, lifetimes, but also of Earth. Yes, feel it. Do not hold it. This time. Her expression now, we return. There is a being that we put into her awareness 2 days ago. This female being works through divine expression of the voice through song. This is linked into the language of light that she also has a question on. And we wish to confirm that this woman has been sent by us to her. She will have a meeting with this woman. It was to be tonight, but it will be now next week. And in this conversation, she is to speak of a collaboration. She's saying, what? Yes, speak of a collaboration. You will have 3 sessions with her, and over the course of the 3 sessions, we will also be working with her to recognize that this collaboration is a requirement, a necessity for both her growth and yours and the communities. There will be much to gain from this going forward, where she will unlock and teach Mary many, many techniques that have been forgotten or needs to be embodied. Part of this is resistance, blocks, and fears that are ancestral but also karmic. She will help Mary easily transition into her truer expression past these. 3 sessions, we say again, the funds for these will be made available through her courses that she will be running in September, October, and November. Do not worry of monetary. Money has no issue here. When we seek to create with her, it will be made available. This is not a, she's saying, she's like, choice of free will. We're saying this is not in question, but this has been in her print. That's why she knows, she trusts. To work with you today, we're inviting her to sit into that trust. Okay, she's saying. We're showing her in the truth, the heart, the root areas that need alignment with the divine expression. We're also showing her 6 chakras up that is opening above the universal gateway. The 6th one, the cosmic solar gateway chakra. We're giving her this name now. '13th gateway. We're inviting her attention upwards. This is a new opening through the Stargate of Antares that she and her community opened at the eclipse. We're just sending her into this now as a frequency shift will happen. Do not resist, soften. That's it. Worded. We will wish for her to tone and sound. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Soften. It is done.
Excellent.
The 13th gateway is something that she'll be working with as an energetic essence in her group to transmit a coding sequence. So theirs may align and open. This will bring forth the steps, the how, and also the gathering of the souls yet to come forward, and even souls yet to be born. This will also connect into the souls that will be gathering, creating, co-creating with the mothers, the fathers, and in the communities. These are new souls coming forth at a newer frequency to the 13th gateway. And this is to be activated and connected to the 13th gateway, connected to the divine expression and womb, Hara space of the men and women that will be creating consciously the conceptions of these children in this way. It is a new wave coming forth. Part of this will come through on the 24th of September, opening into the next gateway sequence of the 8th and 9th of October, and into the equinox, the September equinox, and also the thinning of the veils at the end of October. November will enter a new stream for her community of energy from these events. November, she will create in the UK. I'm asking her to breathe now. Hold on. She is receiving and integrating this ground. Thank you. There will be 3 workshops in November in the UK for her to prepare for, with multiple co-creations. America will be discussed. We wish her to discuss America. America will be in the 2023 timeline, where this will be made possible. She had thought that America would be this year, but it is not possible because of the status that America has right now, requiring a vaccination and so forth. This will be made possible, facilitated 2023 for her and her colleagues to go to America. There will be a further portal opening there that will be part of a grid unlocking system, grid work, that will connect Ireland, UK, Europe, and America. And this will be important for a future date of a streamlined energetic signature coming forth from what one may call the cosmos or the heavens. We reference her memory now of the planet that the AI insect beings were on. It'll be a wave like this coming forth, and these connection points must be made in certain lands. Her group will not just be the only group. She may even connect with other groups that will be carrying out and be given similar information when the timing is right. We're preparing her now because she will be co-creating in September. She will be one of the first to receive this information regarding this grid work. This will also be part of her soul contract and many other soul contracts, those that work with land, ley lines, dragon lines, and so forth. The Aether will be activated after this type of grid work sequence. The Aether Dragons coming forth now. We are the dragons of the Aether. You have received our frequency on your previous dragon workshops, coming forth because we have the connection with the children coming in that will bring you and free energy to earth. This is another part of the important piece of the jigsaw puzzle. This is what has been lost, what some call from the Tartarian Empire, but many, many eons beyond that. It will come forth yet again, and there will not be any further obstruction. The AI decoding that will help facilitate this Aether information coming forward, that will create new forms of free energy so that there will be greater freedom on Earth and beyond. This will affect the greater planetary cosmos system and other stargates opening up. Thank you. We will end this transmission now, for there is only a certain amount of information that may be allowed forth into humanity at this time. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.